Your place mobile auto detail, it's real. Cleaning up, I legit stood still. Located in Knoxville, Tennessee. The shop that leaves all your car sparkly clean. They offer hand washing and buffing, and even waxing. Have you sitting in your car feeling super relaxing? Yeah, they have a good carpet clean and that scratch removal. Oh, it's me. You don't need an approval from me. Go and use them. Call 865-253-8899. Yeah, have you going back to detail your car like all the time? It ain't very hard to see that they give you top quality. Yeah. One more time, that's 865-253-8899. Oh yeah.
This is Marcus from Your Place Auto Detail. I'm working on this GMC Denali. Doing the interior on this one. Just want to show you, I've already vacuumed it. My next step is to get these stains out. Now I don't know if you can see these stains. So you know, when you're dealing with stains, there's a couple of ways you can approach a stain. Best way to approach a stain is to use, you know, you don't want to be too aggressive if you don't have to be. So, you know, I like to use a couple of go-to products. And this product here is Folex, very well known throughout the detailing industry. Folex is very good. It's a little expensive compared to this product here, which is an all-purpose cleaner I get. It's called Totally Amazing. Good stuff. I was reluctant. I was reluctant to buy it at first. You know, it's very cheap. But if it gets the job done, it gets the job done. You actually get it at the Dollar Tree. A gallon size is $1, and even that can be. You could add water to it because it's very concentrated. So a gallon probably makes me 6 to 8 gallons for $1. But let me show you. There's some stains here. I'm gonna use my all-purpose cleaner on this stain. And I'm gonna use Folex back here. I'm gonna use the all-purpose cleaner here. Now, if the all-purpose cleaner is working, I mean, I'm just gonna use that everywhere because, like I said, it's very, you know, it's very cost efficient. This is 10% all-purpose cleaner, 90% water. So I'm gonna try this first, and if this works without using the Folex, which is probably 12, 14 times the cost of this, then I'm just gonna go ahead and run this. So keep your eye on that stain there. I have no idea what that is. But speaking of stains a little bit more before I start. If this stuff don't work, because I don't know what that is. That could be blood. That could be some kind of red stain that's actually changed the carpet this color here. The color could be actually gone from this carpet. In that case, there's nothing I can do but re-dye. It can be re-dyed. I don't think that's the case here. But if these two things don't work here, I can go with a little bit more aggressive method. I have a Tornador in the car, which is a machine that shoots a stream of air, and it shoots a stream of all-purpose cleaner at the same time in a tornado-like way, and they call it Tornador. It's kind of hard to explain, but anyway, I can use that. I can try steam. There's several ways I can approach a stain. You know, all that stuff is in my van. Hopefully, you know, this isn't one of those situations because, you know, when you're dealing with my Tornador and whatnot, that stuff can be heavy and cumbersome, and I don't want to deal with it. So hopefully this all-purpose cleaner works, so we about to find out. Just gonna spray some here. All right, now the thing with this all-purpose cleaner is you don't want the car to be drenched, wet, you know, so you want it moist, but you don't want it wet. Now there's some cases you have to get it wet if the stain, you know, requires more water or it requires more chemicals. you have to get it wet in that case. But rule of thumb says, do not get the seats, floors, anything wet, because if the client has to leave immediately, then you know she's going to track, or he's going to track dirt back into the car. All right, so now the reason I've been saying that, I've been trying to let this thing soak here for a few minutes, a few seconds at least. Now while I was doing that, I got my head on a swivel. I'm still looking around, you know, for other potential problems. There's a stain there that needs to come out. All right, so this been sitting here long enough. I'm gonna go ahead and rub. Now when I rub, now here's the trick. You don't want to push the stain further than where it is. You don't want to find yourself doing this. Okay, because that one stain that was here is probably now from here to over here. So you want to keep it concentrated in one area. So you want to start off just by blotting. So you want to blot the stain up, and that stain came out. And I'm looking at the, I'm looking at it through the lens here. It has a pinkish tone to it. I don't know why, because from what I'm looking at in live person here, the stain is completely gone. You know, it's just how the camera is sometimes. You'll see a purple tint to the lens, but that stain is 100% gone. So to show you the difference, just pulling back a little bit so you can see the stains I haven't touched. I haven't touched this one, these here, but there was a stain here and it's gone. Okay, so now I'm gonna work on this one here, which looks like it could be ink. There's an ink look to it. Now, does this stuff work on ink? Yes, sorta. Does this work on ink? Yes. Yes. Does it always work on ink? No. Problem with ink is depends on how long it's been there. If you got an ink stain, you want to hit it immediately. Definitely within a month. If it's been there longer than that, it can come out sometimes. Sometimes it can't, depending on how inground and how deep that ink went down. So let's see if we can get this one out. I'm pretty sure it can come out. Most ink stains do come out with this Folex. So I'm gonna let that Folex set a couple seconds. Now while that ink stain is set, I'm gonna come back here and work on these stains that I know that this all-purpose cleaner will get out, because number one, like I said, it's not that expensive. It's very, a bit more of that. All right, so let that set. Let that set a little while. Now I'm gonna go back to the ink stain here, and like I said, you just want to just blot it. You don't want to rub. See, that came out. All that came out. You just want to just blot it. Just blotting. Okay, so that one came out. That one came out. Now we're working on these here. And I'm gonna turn this rag around because I may have some ink in this cloth. I don't want to get that back in the carpet. So let me find a good spot on this microfiber towel here. And I'm gonna do the same thing for these stains here. I'm just blotting them. You know, every now and then you gotta do a little rubbing, but you only rub when you need to. If you can blot them joints out and get them. And that's what's going on. Now, I'm going to definitely have to put another vacuum on this. Like I said earlier, you know, I vacuum twice. I do my initial vac, and then I do my final vac. But those stains came out. You got a couple something here. Got a couple stains here. Let me see if I can get some of these out. Blot these out here. Alright. That stuff came out. Alright, so now I got the stains out so far that I'm seeing. She don't have a lot of stains on this particular carpet here. The ones that she did have were profound, but it wasn't a lot. So now I'm just walking around, see if I can find some more stains. Now look at this. This is right, me paying back, but you can see where I'm at. I'm right down here on the driver's side. And then I come in close, this is what I have. Now she told me, let me turn my light on, and she told me she's been trying a lot of different things to get these things out. I think she said she used some fantastic, or I don't think it's what she said, maybe, yeah. And she can't get that to move. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna spray it down. Like I said, you don't want to soak it. Right here is no big deal because her feet not going to hit this area, no way. So we'll let that soak a little bit more than usual because I'm not worried about her tracking on this. So I'm going to let that soak. What is that? I have no idea. It looks like coffee. But, you know, I doubt it's coffee because she says she's been trying to get that out and it's not moving at all. So I'll let that say a little while. Now this all-purpose cleaner I'm using is totally amazing. Like I said, it don't work all the time. It don't. But it's cost efficient. And if it does work, then hey, great. If it don't, step it up to Folex. If that's not working, turn my Tornador on. If my Tornador don't get it, then we have to go to a hot water extractor. And if that don't get it, then you know, you may have to die. All stains cannot be removed. Let me repeat that, because I know a lot of people got the conception out there, the misconception, that any stain can be, no, all stains can't be removed. You know, some stains are so inground that they have actually discolored the carpet. All pigment from the carpet has been removed in some cases, and once the pigment is gone, there's nothing there. In this case, though, I'm gonna just block these joints out. Look at that, see, it came out. Got a little here. But most of that stuff is gone. I can't see. I don't know if the camera may be picking up a little bit of it, and it may have a pink tint to it. Why, I have no idea on this camera. Something about the chemical, I don't know, but if you see a pink tint, ignore that because it's definitely not pink. All those things have been removed, and I'm just sitting here mainly blotting it up. Is it dry? Is it wet? There's a little moisture there, but it's nothing to be concerned about. All right, so that stain is gone. Move to the back here. Make sure we don't have any stains in the back. No stains in the back. Now what I'm going to do to the back here, I'm going to put some lines. You know, a lot of detailers, we like to put carpet lines on the car. I don't know. It's just aesthetic. It makes it look like you've been doing something. You know what I mean? But actually, you know, detailers, we do a lot of work. You know, we do make miracles on an everyday basis. No stains back here. A couple stains here. I'm not even gonna call them stains. I'm just gonna shampoo that little part. You had a stain here. I already got that one out. That's why it looks a little bit darker than that. And besides that, I don't see any more. You got something here. I'm gonna try to hit this way. I don't know if that's a stain or. Let me see. You got a couple stains there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stains right here. Very small, but they're there anyway. So I'm gonna let those soak a couple seconds while I keep my eye on some more stuff. You know, you always want to keep your eye on the swivel. Always want to keep your head on the swivel, look at the ceiling. Because there's a couple, there's something here. I need to get that out. Got something there. And I'm waiting till this thing soaks good. By this time it should be good and ready. It don't take but a few seconds, depending on how bad the stain is. These stains here are coming up pretty easy, fairly typical stains. So, you know, I'm just going to come over here and see if we can get them joints up. Just blotting that area. And that Folex, no, this is not even Folex. This is totally awesome. And this working better than I actually thought. You know, you don't know what you're going to get when you dealing with this cleaner here. It's a great, don't get me wrong, it's a great cleaner, but you don't know what you're going to get. Would it remove the stain? Not real sure. You know, sometimes it does, sometimes it don't. 75% of the time, this stuff gets out all stains. 95% of the time, this stuff gets out all stains. And that last 5% is when you got to deal with other tools and stuff. But anyway, I got that, baby. There's no more stains in this car. Let me go to the front, and then after this, I'm going to shampoo the carpet. I don't see any stains up here. Here, I don't see none. So now we're going to shampoo the carpet, and I'll turn the video on for that in a few minutes.